Welcome back. Well, we're off on a new episode. Just come off the two-doe episode. And so basically, it's archery, the last week in archery. I got one tag left for this unit as far as doe goes. And I'm hunting the area that we call the finger ridge. It's basically a great big saddle on top and a bunch of finger ridges run down. And we're set up on the second ridge. So Kim's hunted a few times and nobody's killed out of this set. There's another stand down below it that I've killed deer out of before. But anyway, Harley's on the other big lease. I'm the only one on this lease. Wind is not cooperating. It's foggy, but we got high hopes to see something happen. So y'all stay tuned. Might get interested. There's a lot of people saying deer chasing right now, so we're gonna see if we can make something happen. Let's try this buck. That was our 10 point. I think he's a 10. We've got a ton of trail camera pictures. He's grabbed up in the front and got a little bit of a fork on one of his G2s. He didn't come down this hill beside me. He must have crossed one of the fingers ridges down here at the bottom. But I caught him making a scrape. He looked back at the grunt call, but he really didn't want to commit. And he went to the left, but he's never come out in this open. I don't know if he bedded on this point or if he walked straight away going on into the thicker stuff. I definitely don't want to booger this area up, so when I go to get down, I'm going to have to take my time getting out of here, because I'd really like to get Sarah or Kim back in here. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably shoot that deer. But there's a couple other deer that I'm after that I'm wanting to hold off on in muzzleloaders. Not this weekend, but next weekend. But all in all, I cannot complain. I had that 6-pointer pushing that doe around. The spot come right by me at 5 yards. I couldn't get the camera on quick enough. He kind of bolted, went up behind me, but he couldn't make me out. And then I happened to see the big buck. So that's one of the better bucks on this property. So that's a good sign. Watched him make a scrape. He's going to come back and check. Unfortunately, I don't have a stand in that area. But that's not to say that I won't put one there. So I've got plenty to put up. So we'll see. Y'all stay tuned. Well, I'm getting ready to go in for the afternoon hunt. And today is November 1st. And a lot of people have been getting hold of me and saying they've been seeing bucks chasing does and just checking scrapes, and they're really moving right now. And after filming that 8 or 10 pointer this morning, making a scrape, I figured it's about time to break out the hot pursuit doe and estrus from Boondocks. So I've got about a 500-yard walk in. So I've got a drag rag. I'm gonna soak it in this, and then I'm gonna drag it all the way in and freshen it up every so many yards. So if you ain't checked out Boondocks Deer Lures, they're dang good lures. I love mine. Kim actually pulled a drag right in where she's going now. So got a long walk in, gonna be filming from a tripod. So let's grab the crossbow and get in here early. Hopefully we'll get a shot at old big boy. Finally I'm set up. I forgot my cock and rope, I had to go back and get it. But the reason I chose this spot is because that moose buck come out right here to Salt Lake this morning and come back a little bit later right here 20 yards on this point. Wind's 50-50. Weather says it's supposed to be doing one thing and it's doing the opposite. Right now it's in my favor. So I did do the doe pee all the way up here. I used the Boondocks, doe esters, bruiser buck, all the way up here. All I brought was camera, tripod, so the footage might be shaky, my bow with bolts, and one grunt call. I don't have the loud one, just my extinguisher. So the plan is, hopefully if he crosses lower where I walked in, he'll pick up on the drag race trail, and I spill a little bit every 20 yards and come around the corner enough to give me a shot. Or he passes right here just like he did this morning, gives me a close range shot. If I don't get a shot, hopefully I'll get better footage up close of him than what I've had all season. Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, it's muzzleloader season, as you can tell. We got the orange on. Archery, we hung the bows and crossbows up last night, got out the muzzleloader, so we shot this week. Everything was good. We had a heavy rainstorm last night. We got a huge cold front coming in tomorrow. Today is supposed to be peak movement, but we had that rain late last night and we got a ton of fog. I mean, visibility's down to 30 yards where I'm at. Poor Harley can't see 15. But we got Daddy-O, Harley, Hayden, Hunter, and me all in the woods this morning. And there is 4 of us on one property. So somebody ought to shoot something or see something if we get to see something. So be hunting this morning, won't be hunting this afternoon. So y'all stay tuned. Muzzleloader here in Indiana's at the end of the week. Meh. Meh. Well, I don't know. Couldn't tell by the shot. But I was pretty steady on her. Pulled the trigger. It was a hard quartering shot. It's the only shot I had. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna load this smoke pole back up. I'm glad she come across where she did. Now I did let her get all the way across to make sure there wasn't a buck behind her. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I knew I should have waited. Moose just come across. I was loading my muzzleloader. It's got up around 10 o'clock. I'm gonna have to ease up here and see if I got any blood. I did have a wide buck come through behind me. The leaves are real wet. If it had been dry, I could have heard him coming. But I just happened to see him out of the corner of my eye. I jumped up and got spun around my gun, and he was already in his thick stuff. I probably wouldn't have shot him, but he's headed towards Harley right now. Unfortunately, Moose never did come back. And I can tell you this much, I've done this a long time. And if I hadn't turned around and got the camera to do the interview, I might have loaded just a hair faster. But I was pulling the ramrod out, but I knew I needed my ball starter, and I put the ball starter in, and Moose come right, trotting right across in front of me. So just remember, no matter what you do, if you think you killed the deer, or you think that you made a good shot, reload immediately. Watch where they go. Reload immediately, no matter what. Before you make a phone call, before you try to video something, before you say something, reload, because that buck walked right through here at 40 yards. I could have put a hole in him. That's 4 encounters with that buck this year. So we'll go see if we got blood. All right, well, this morning, me and Harley and Kimberly tracked this deer for probably 1,000 yards. And Kimberly had to leave, and me and Harley kept looking for the deer, and we finally jumped it. So we left at about 2 o'clock today. It is 7 o'clock, 6:52 right now. And this is the last place we had blood. And we actually have help tonight. We have that big bright light is Briar. Sarah and Kimberly, which is Nana at the Briar. He's got his new headlamp on, and he's done took over Nana's lights. We're gonna ease it here, and hopefully we're gonna find more blood and maybe possibly the deer, and hope the coyotes ain't got to her. So y'all stay tuned, we'll see what we can find. We got a muzzleloader just in case we sneak up on her. Nana, can you get over that? Did you find one too?
No, get that.
You found the acorn? Good morning and welcome back. Well, it's muzzleloader season. It's Sunday morning tonight. Sarah's in the shooting house. Harley, Hayden, Hunter's over on the other big lease. And I'm down here in a stand that I've not hunted in about 3 years. And it's the Finger Ridge stand. And wind's right, it's super foggy, it's about 50 degrees, huge cold front coming in for in the morning. So hopefully they'll move. And I hunted this new buddy stand up behind me a few weeks ago. And I seen a crab claw 10-pointer down in here making a scrape just right over from where I'm hunting right now. I seen more deer moving down here in this bottom. So, pretty excited about this. The only thing is that I hate is we had a straight line wind storm come through, and it's put a lot of trees down and kind of blocked them in where deer can't move by this stand. So I guess springtime I'll be here with a tractor dragging some of these bigger trees out. So, but anyway, leaves are off. We can see pretty good. Maybe we'll get a shot at something. So y'all stay tuned. Well, there's nothing for me and Sarah. We haven't seen anything, not even a single deer. I ain't even seen a squirrel. The only thing I've seen was this tree frog that was in this stand when I got in it. I had to move him to the tree. But Hunter's seen 2 spikes, and evidently Hayden shot a good buck, so kind of hoping to hear what he got. Big congratulations to Hayden. So it's getting that time of morning. We're going to have to pack up and get out of here. Maybe this afternoon set will be better, that cold front coming in. It's almost like it's the October lull in November. I don't know, it's weird. But either way, can't complain. Got to see moose yesterday, and it's always good to be in the woods. So we'll see what Hayden got. Get right back with you. Well, after picking Sarah up, I started noticing my camera's going off, and it was side by side after side by side. So I knew the boys was up here helping Hayden. And there wasn't much of a track job. Looked like Big Hayden busted him. He didn't even go, shoot, I bet he didn't even go 80 yards, did he? But it's a big old wide 7-pointer. We'll spin around here and let Hayden tell you what happened. And it looks like the pre-rut is really going. We ain't got the chasing thing down yet, but the bucks are starting to check them. That's a wide 7. Good looking buck. Big Hayden, what happened, buddy?
Well, I had a doe that came out at like 9 o'clock this morning. I watched her for about 25 minutes. And then just as soon as she was getting up, like she was going to leave, I looked up again. He came from the far shooting lane. Came in like he's coming after her, and then he walked maybe 20 yards in front of me and gave me a shot. I took it.
Okay. They ain't wore plumb out like they usually. Well, this time it's usually that strong. Heck yeah. Big old body joker, ain't he? We're trying to save him a little tracking job. We brought the Pioneer down in the bottom. Congratulations, Hayden.
Thank you.
That's awesome, buddy. Yep, Big Hayden broke the ice for 2025 here. So we're going to have a lot more action coming. We're going to get this deer out of here. Hayden's the only one that's burned a buck tag this year, which is just the second day of muzzleloader. I got Indiana coming up at the end of the week. Harley's going to be filming while I'm gone. And then we'll be back to finish up muzzleloader, open weekend of rifle, and then this whole crew, the whole circus is headed out and going to LBL. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to try to get him out of here and get ready for this afternoon's hunt. That made that a lot easier. Check out sbwoodandweld.com for all your bed winch needs. Made her grunt a little bit, didn't it? That little Harbor Freight winch has been the ticket. That was an interesting week and a half of deer hunting. Finding the deer and seeing them starting to make scrapes has got everybody fired up. The whole deal with that happened to me with the doe, not finding it, that was unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have took such a hard quartering shot, and I really wished I hadn't shot at all, now knowing that moose come through while I was just putting the ball starter on the bullet to push down into my muzzleloader, and just couldn't get steady, quick enough, and he was in some brush, and I wasn't taking a shot on a buck that size and messing it up, especially what happened with the doe. Big congrats to Hayden for getting on a really good buck. Really happy for Hayden, broke the ice. That was the icebreaker buck for 2025. So really looking forward to what's going to happen the rest of the season. Right now, it's the third day of muzzleloader. We've had a huge temperature drop. It's in the 20s right now for the next 2 days. So I hope we get some afternoon hunting in. And as always, I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy what's going on. If you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check all our content out. We're going to be rolling out. Indiana's coming Friday, back home, hunt here into muzzleloader, then to rifle, and from rifle to LBL, and from LBL to another WMA. So we're going to be rolling the footage out, and there's going to be some bucks dropping. So as always, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.